Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a massive transformation. You see, the Stockholm Archipelago Trail is already fantastic. We're talking nearly 270 kilometers of beautiful trails stretching right across 20 islands. But we're not here to just talk about physical trail markers today. We're looking at the future. Specifically, how we can evolve this physical trail into a world-class digital experience engine. Okay, let's dive into this. What if the map didn't just show you where the trail physically goes, but actually helped you plan your entire experience? Imagine it, the right boat, the perfect restaurant, the ideal camping spot, all at exactly the right time. That's the ultimate vision here, a fully integrated digital ecosystem that makes discovering the archipelago completely effortless. To understand exactly how we get there, we'll quickly map out our journey today across 6 key areas. First, we'll look at moving from static maps to dynamic experiences. Then, using AI as a personal travel planner, building the foundation in open data, ensuring trust and data quality, fueling it all with community-driven development, and finally, creating a living digital ecosystem.
So let's kick things off with Section 1, From Map to Experience, Reframing the Journey.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the fundamental paradigm shift it represents. Traditional PDF maps and isolated data silos, they only answer the old question, where is the object located? But a true digital experience engine flips that entirely and asks you, the user, what do you want to experience? By just asking that one question, the exact same underlying map data can be transformed to generate entirely different, highly personalized adventures. Maybe you want to hike the entire trail, or maybe you want to hike a bit but eat really well at local restaurants. Someone else might want to run long distances and stay in comfortable lodging, go on a rugged winter camping tour, or simply discover art and culture along the way. Same data, entirely different results. Moving right along to Section 2, AI as a personal travel planner, your digital expedition leader. Just picture typing this incredibly relatable prompt into the platform. I want to hike the entire trail in July with a tent and a budget of 10,000 SEK. That is exactly what the future of trail planning should look like. No more piecing things together with 10 different browser tabs open for ferry schedules, weather forecasts, and campsite bookings. Let's move to and see how this builds. To answer that prompt, the AI instantly digests some pretty complex interoperable variables. Step 1, it analyzes the trails, the docks, and those notoriously tricky ferry schedules. Step 2, it cross-references restaurants and lodging with their highly specific opening hours. And Step 3, it adjusts everything based on the July season and the expected weather conditions. And the result? A completely generated, personalized itinerary. Day 1, Arholma. Day 2, Lido. Day 3, Furusund. All the way down to Day 15 on Uto. The AI doesn't just replace your map, it actually orchestrates your complete expedition. But how does that work under the hood? That brings us to Section 3, the foundation in open data, building the network. This entire engine relies on something called FAIR data. That means data that is findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable for both humans and machines. It is the absolute prerequisite if we want to drag outdoor recreation out of closed, proprietary apps and into the digital age. The sources outline a digital maturity model for hiking trails. Sadly, right now, many are stuck at level 0, which is basically chaos level. No coordinates, closed PDFs, no APIs. To build our experience engine, we absolutely have to evolve to level 5. That's a smart ecosystem characterized by linked open data, full round tripping, and real-time APIs. And the beating heart of this level 5 interoperability is OpenStreetMap. We can't just think of the Archipelago Trail as a single line drawn on a map. No, it's a living, interconnected network of nodes directly connecting real-world elements like the trails themselves, museums, restaurants, drinking water stations, and ferry terminals. Section 4, Trust and Data Quality, knowing what to rely on. And this brilliantly illustrates a huge problem we face in the real world, static data decay. Out of 135 ordered trail signs for the SAT, only about 80 could actually be found and verified out in the field. Why? Simply because there was no open data tracking their exact placement and delivery status. Because not all data is perfectly up to date, a successful engine has to be completely transparent. If something like Cafe Strom hasn't been verified recently, the system flags it with needs checking to signify low reliability. That way, both you and the AI algorithms know exactly how much you can actually trust that information before you set off. Section 5, Community-Driven Development, Fueling the engine. The absolute best way to combat that data decay is through the hiking community itself. Through a digital hiking passport, users can actively contribute. You can verify a cafe is still open, reported updated opening hours, upload Creative Commons images, log completed trail sections, and inspire other hikers. This creates an incredibly powerful feedback loop. The AI continuously summarizes and updates the whole system using those real-world experiences and verified data from thousands of hikers out on the trail. The community's input is literally what sustains the intelligence of the platform. Finally, Section 6, a living digital ecosystem. Beyond the trail. Here is how all these elements fuse together to create smart tourism. Step 1, OpenStreetMap and POI databases. Step 2, linked open data like the SandTrail and real-time ferry schedules. Step 3, community updates pour in. Step 4, it all feeds directly into the experience engine. And Step 5, it spits out those seamless, personalized adventures. So the crucial point is that this technology doesn't just exist to be flashy. It exists to fundamentally support local businesses and make nature effortlessly accessible for everyone. We're transforming from a collection of static, dead map objects into a living, breathing digital ecosystem that elevates the entire archipelago. Which leaves us with a provocative final question. Are regional policymakers and tourism developers truly ready to leave those old data silos behind and build the digital maturity required for the future? Thanks so much for joining me for this analysis. I really hope it gives you something big to think about before your next outdoor adventure.